Hello students, and welcome to this series of linked list. As we have started with the searching operation which is there in linked list, and in previous lecture we have discussed how to search the location of an element when linked list is unsorted. Now in this lecture we are going to see the technique, or we are going to see an algorithm to find the location of an element when linked list is sorted. Okay, so remember, here we are going to search location of an element when linked list is sorted. So for that I will draw one linked list. Okay, so remember, here we are going to see the location when linked list is sorted. Okay, so I will draw first linked list. Okay, you know how to draw linked list. Okay, so this is a simple linked list. I hope it is visible to you. So what is use of start pointer? Basically we know that start is used to hold the address of first node. So I will write all the addresses. These are the, we assume that these are the addresses. 100 is the address of first node, 200 is the address of second node, 300 is the address of third, 400 is the address of fourth node. Okay, as of now I have used only 4 nodes. So start will hold the address of first node. Right. Remember, as I said, this linked list is sorted linked list. Okay, so here in this case I will write an elements. So this is a, okay, I will use red pen. So this is a first element, 10, 15, 90 and 99. Okay, 10, 15, 90, 90 and 99. These are the 4 elements. Okay, as I said, it is a sorted. Okay, I have arranged these elements in increasing order. So this is the info part and this is the link part. Actually information of an element is stored over here. Link part will hold the address of next node. So after 100 we are having the next node 200. So 200 will get stored in the link part of first node. Then here 300 will get stored okay, now I think it is visible. 300 will get stored, then 400 will get stored over here, and as this is the last node, what we are going to store over here? Okay, when it is last node, we will simply store 0 over here. This is a null pointer. What it indicates? It indicates this is a last node from your linked list. So this, we are having the linked list with us. Now what we have to do? We have to simply search the location of an element from this sorted linked list. So for that, what we have to do? We have to write an algorithm. So let's write algorithm to search an element from sorted linked list. So I will write an algorithm first. Okay, I will write algorithm first and then I will explain. This is second step. This one is third step. So this one is the algorithm for searching the location of an element from sorted linked list. Okay, so I will start the explanation of this. So here, before starting, what are the terms we have used? I will just explain that. So simple PTR. What is PTR? That we have already discussed is in last lecture. PTR is the pointer variable which hold the address of the node which is currently being processed. Then start, again it is start, which hold the address of first node. Then we are having the item. What is item? Item is the variable whose location we have to search. Then again we are having one more variable, LOC. LOC, it is an variable. So it is the variable where the location of an element we have to store. So simple, these are the terms we have used over here. So let's start with this algorithm. So here, just consider I will write over here. Item is equals to 90. That is, we have to search the location of 90. Okay, visually we know that the location of 90 is 300. So at the end of this algorithm, we'll get LOC is equals to 300. So let's discuss or let's cross check we'll get the same or not. So initially, this is algorithm. First step is set PTR is equals to start. Okay, so while searching, we have to start searching from first node. And from where we get the address of first node? From start. So that's why we have done over here that we have initialized the value of PTR to start. So now in this case, the value of PTR becomes start. That is, it becomes 100. This is the first step. Now we have to check whether whatever information or whatever element at that location is equals to item or not. If it is equals to item, that means we get the location of an element for which we are searching for. If it is not the same, then we are moving to the next node. Okay, so this condition we have used. What second step is there? The second step is that repeat step 3 while PTR not equals to null. Why we have used this condition, that we have already discussed. Okay, so somewhere we have to stop. When value of PTR becomes 0, remember, when value of PTR becomes 0, it means that we have reached at the end of linked list, and that time we have to stop. So that's why we have used this condition, PTR is not equals to null. When it is not equals to null, it means that we have not reached to the end, so we have to continue with the process of searching. When it is equals to null, that means we have to stop, as we have reached at the end of linked list. So here value of PTR is equals to 100, so 100 is not equals to null, so this condition is true. So as this condition is true, our control will come to the step number 3. So what step number 3 we are having? If item is greater than info of PTR. Okay, so I will just so I will write over here the value for step number 3. Just check step number 3. So in step number 3, what we are having? Item is greater than info of PTR. What is value of item? Item is 90. 90 is greater than info of PTR. Value of PTR is 100. So info of 100. So this is the 100th location, and at the 100th location, the info of this 100 location is 10. This is the info part, this is the link part. So info of 100 is 10. So here 10. So 90 is greater than 10. Yes, it is greater than 10. So condition is true. Control will come inside this if. What we have to do? We have to simply, that means at this location we have not get the element for which we are searching for. So what we have to do? We have to simply move towards the next node. So that's why we have written this step. PTR is equals to link of PTR. So PTR is equals to link of PTR. That is link of value of PTR 100. Link of 100, this is 100, and the link part of this 100 contain 200. So it equals to 200. So value of, now instead of 100, now value of PTR becomes 200. So I will scratch this. Now value of PTR is 200. Okay. Again same, as our control come inside this if, it will not go for else part. Remember, only when condition is false, that time only control will come inside this else part. But as of now, condition is true, so it will execute it has executed the if part, and after that simply again we have to move towards this step number 2. Again we have to do the same step. Again we have to compare value of PTR with null. So here value of PTR is 200 and 200 is not equals to null. Yes, it is not equals to null, so control will come inside if. Again same process will repeat. Again it will check. Now value of item is same, it is 90, and info of PTR, value of PTR is 200, and info of 200, what is there in the info? This is the info and this is a link. So what is there in the info part of 200? It is 15. So 90 is greater than 15. Yes, 19 is greater than 15, so this condition is true. Control will again come inside this if. Okay, it will simply move to, our control will move towards the next node. So simple, PTR is equals to link of PTR. Well, what is PTR? PTR is 200, and what is link of 200? Link of 200 is, these are 200, and link of 200 is simple 300. Right? So link of PTR will give 300. This link of 200 is equals to 300. So it will assign to PTR. So now PTR becomes 300. Right? I hope you understand this. So same step we are doing, repeating again and again. So now value of PTR becomes 300. Next, again same, if we have executed the if part, so it will, control will not go towards the else part. So now control will move again towards the step number 2. Again same, 300, value of PTR is 300. Again 300 is not equals to null. Control will come inside this. Again this step, third number step will get executed. In the third number step, item is equals to 90 and info of PTR, value of PTR is 300 and info of 300, it is 90. So condition is that 90 is greater than 90. Condition true or false? It is false. 90 is equals to 90. 90 is not greater than 90. So as condition is false, our control will come, instead of going into the if, it will directly move towards the else part. So what is there in else part? Simple. In else part, what we have done, we have simply compared item with the info of PTR. So here value of item is equals to 90 and info of PTR, again we have already got the value of info of PTR from here. So again value of info of PTR is 90. So in this case, item is equals to 90 and info of PTR is also equals to 90. So both are same. It means 90 is equals to 90. Condition is true. So as the condition is true, control will come inside this control will come inside this if part. So here what we have done, simply we have set LOC is equals to PTR. So what is value of PTR? It is 300. So we will set LOC is equals to 300, and what next? We have to simply exit. As we have got the location of 90, that is 300. So here if you see, we have received the location of LOC 300. So no need to check for further nodes. So simply what we have to do, we have to exit. So that's why I have written exit over here. So after execution of this step, our control will get out of this algorithm. So we can say execution of algorithm will stop over here. Okay, this is a case when this is a case when element is present in the linked list. Now suppose element is not present. Now suppose we have to search the location of 900. Then same process will get executed. Okay, when I will explain in short. Now suppose item is equals to 900. In that case, again same first step will get executed while PTR is equals to start. So value of PTR is equals to 100. Value of start is 100. So value of PTR is also become 100. Initially it becomes 100. Then it will check the condition PTR is equals to null. Value of PTR is 100. 100 is equals to null. It is not equals to null. So condition is true. Control will come inside this. It will check value of item is 900 and info of PTR, value of PTR is 100. So info of 100 is 10. So 900 is greater than 10. This is 900 is greater than 10. No, 900 is greater than 10. So condition is true. Control will come inside this if. It will simply move PTR to the next node by setting PTR is equals to link of PTR. Link of PTR is 100. So link of 100 is 200. So 200 will get assigned to this PTR. Again same, control will come to the second step. Again condition will get checked. Now value of PTR becomes 200. 200 is not equals to null. Again control will come inside. It will check 900 is greater than info of PTR. Info of PTR is ptr is 200 and info of 200 is 15. So 900 is greater than 15. Yes, it is greater than 15. Again, same step. ptr is equals to link of ptr. Now instead of pointing ptr to the 200 location, it will point to the 300 location. So ptr will point over here. Again same. Again control will move towards here. Now value of ptr is 300. Again same, 300 is not equals to null. Right. So control will come inside control will come inside this while. Again in while we have if condition. If item is greater than info of ptr, item is 900, info of ptr is now 300 and info of 300 is 90. So 900 is greater than 90. Yes, it is greater than 90. Next, again simply we have to move pointer to the next location. ptr is equals to link of ptr. Now instead of ptr pointing to the 300 location, it will point to the next, that is 400 location. Right. Again same. Again control will come over here. Now value of ptr becomes 400. 400 is not equals to null. Right. 400 is not equals to null. So control will come inside this. It will check 900 is greater than info of 400. Info of 400 is 99. So 900 is greater than 99. Yes, it is greater than 99. What we have to do? We have to simply move towards the next location by setting ptr is equals to link of ptr. ptr is equals to 400 and link of 400. This is the info part and this is the link part. Remember, this is the link part. And in the link part of 400, what we are having? We are having 0. So value of ptr becomes 0. So now value of ptr is 0. So control will come over here. Right. So here it will check 0 is not equals to 0. Null means 0. 0 is not equals to 0. No, it is equals to 0. So as this condition is false, control will not move inside this if. It will skip the third number step and it will move towards this. From here it will move towards this fourth number step. And what we have done at the fourth number step, we have simply set LOC to the null. What it indicates that when we set LOC is equals to null, it means that whatever element we are searching from the linked list is not present in that particular linked list. So as we know that 900 is not there in this linked list. So as initially it was present, that 90 was present, so we set the location of 90, but 900 is not there, so we have to set the location to null. Okay, that's why this step is written. If element is not present, we have to simply set LOC to the null. Okay, and after this setting LOC to the null, what next step? That is, we have to simply exit from the loop. Okay, I hope you understand this basic searching when list is in sorted. Okay, so we'll stop over here. Okay, the next part we'll see in the next lecture. Thank you.